Your opinion on Mehdi Hassan. I want to talk about this.
Okay, you go ahead.
Do you have something to say on this or no?
I think he's just, I mean, he's really good at making BS sound very epic. And like, he has some good points, to be fair, sometimes. But when it comes to Islam, he is the best at making the most ridiculous statements sound so intelligent. And like, you know, like if I speak to him, he will probably say some nonsense, and I will probably have some facts, but it's going to sound like the entire conversation is going to sound like he completely destroyed me, even though that's how good he is in speaking. But go on.
Okay, so I have to say, first of all, I don't think that's true. I think it depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about the Islam thing,
that's what I said. Islam.
Yeah, he's got a blind spot on the Islam thing, and there's a video that I put up that has kind of gone viral since, and some people quote it every time somebody's talking about Mehdi Hassan. And I collected some of the clips of his where he was reading like one of those majalis things where he was talking about lumping gay people in with pedophiles, and there's just all kinds of saying terrible things. So
I think you said every single word today that YouTube doesn't like, all of them. So
you can say that either, if you're discussing.
Don't worry. You said all of them. You said all of them today. There's literally nothing else that you can say.
Okay? Anyway, but that's what he was doing. That's doing, and so I put up this video. So like, I don't like what he does. The other thing I should say, full disclosure, I am actually kind of related to him through in a distant way. So there's that. The third thing I want to say is that I completely agree with him when it comes to politics. Whenever he talks about politics, when he talks about U.S. politics, I have differences with him on some things.
Not on Israel. On Israel, I don't agree with him. On Israel, I don't agree with him.
And on Israel, I agree with him like half. Okay, but again, of course, we're not going to be fully aligned. But I think he's very astute. He's definitely worth listening to. He's a fantastic interviewer. Every time he gets somebody on to interview them, he is actually one of the best interviewers out there. So I think in that, I'm glad that he has his own show. I think that's fantastic. But on Islam, he's got on religion and that religious apologism, he's got a blind spot, and it's ridiculous. And yes, Buck Slayer is saying that he has apologized for those statements publicly. He actually did that in response to the video that I put up. And then after he apologized for it, he blocked me. So
wow.
Yeah, so it was in response to that because I put up that video. So credit where it's due. He did apologize for it, but
and he blocked you though. That's like, okay.
Yeah,
pathetic.
But still, doesn't matter. Like,
pathetic. I mean, blocking you for something that if he blocked you because you were like being like just like attack, just being harassing him or just like being the fact that he apologized at me, acknowledged that you were right, and then he still blocked you. So that's just. I mean, he can do that. It's fine. Like if he doesn't like you or whatever. But I find it pathetic.
Hey guys, if you want to join these streams live, get your comments and questions read by Ali and Armin and the guests, and most importantly, to get full access to the full video versions of all these episodes, become a patron. Link in the description below.